babies. I'm AJ.
And I'm Juju, and we're two pretty babies. So today it's going to be a little different. We're going to kind of get into some fun things. So we're going to read some GoodReads reviews, and we're actually going to read the bad reviews, the 1 stars, because we kind of just want to see how people feel about the books that we actually love. And then after that, we may get into some topics as far as, constructive criticism on social media and like outwardly expressing, your negative thoughts about books.
Right. But before we get to that, Juju, tell us what you're listening to, what you're reading, and or what you're watching.
Okay, so first I'm listening to Chris Brown's album 1111. I love that album. It's really good. And then I'm
What's your favorite
reading
song on the album?
all of them, but I'm gonna have to say Stutter
I'm trying to think. What
or
songs on that
Shooter.
album.
It's a really good album, like from
Like what's
top
the
to
top?
bottom.
Like what was the main hit on that album? I'm trying to see.
Probably Angel Numbers, which is the first opening song of the album. Um I can't even think. I feel like a lot of the album like didn't get a lot of mainstream like on radio.
Yeah.
But to me, that all them songs were platinum in my house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm currently reading Merry Christmas Baby by Alexandra House. Actually, I'm done with the book. It was literally only 25 pages, so it's a short. It's not even a book. But
Very
and
short.
I'm not even watching anything at the moment. So, but tell me
When you
what you're
plan on
reading.
start? Did it come out already? Stranger Things.
Yes, I'm gonna
It came out
start it.
already.
I have kids, so it's a little
Yeah.
hard to watch that kind of thing because
Right.
they're gonna be scared.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out maybe Christmas break when they leave
Yeah.
out of town. I'll watch it then.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get it. So I'm listening to. So I listened to Wale album, but like, which a great album. Wale did his motherfucking thing on the album. But my favorite song on there that I've been having on repeat is "Fly Away." Like I love it. It got a little theme song. Got "Pretty Wings" that's like the background cover. It's just such a really great song. I love that one. And I'm reading. So I just started this book because I read their Halloween book last year, and I guess this is like a continue, but it's Deck My House by Reese River. You know, it's a Why Choose book. Probably a little nasty,
Oh,
not a
what's the one I
thing.
choose?
Yeah, it's a Why
Okay.
Choose.
Oh, that's the one you
But
was telling me about when she went into the woods, or that's a different one.
no, that's something else.
Okay.
Which one? Woods.
When you said she ran away and she found some military man in the woods.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I actually finished that book.
Oh, was it
I
good?
did finish that one. It was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
But this is a new one. This was Deck My House. It's a Why Choose. Really good book. Can't wait to avoid that. And I'm actually watching something this week, y'all. You know, I used to be like, I ain't watching
She
nothing.
don't watch nothing.
But I was actually watching Bad Air. The final season, I'm watching that. And I'm all up to date with that. And I'm also watching Power Force with Tommy. So I've been watching those two
Is
things.
it good?
The Power Force or Bel Air? Or
Force.
both? Force is good. You know, I kind of me. Tommy is great, but I kind of
Yeah.
miss because like this is a whole new cast. Like none of the
Yeah.
people from the old show is in it. It's like It's like Tommy and all like whatever the people in Chicago
Yeah.
is. So I mean, but it's
It's
straight.
not, yeah.
You know,
I think
I
I
ain't
only I don't think I only watched one episode when it first
came
came
out.
out, and I was like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching it with my husband, so when he
Yeah,
watch it, I just pay attention to
kind
it.
of tune
It's kind
in.
of hard to keep up with though, because it's like a lot of like side characters, a lot of sad things going on.
Hmm.
But it's straight. It ain't better than the other
No,
two
Power.
powers. Yeah, like Power
I
the
love
original.
Power.
But even Ghost with the sun was good.
Yeah, Ghost was good. Yeah,
Ghost was good too, but
it was.
here and there, we ain't talking about that. Okay, so let's get into these good reads of these one
Yes.
stars that we really books that we really loved. So we're gonna do 3 books that we really, really enjoyed and see what people been saying about it. Because I'd be kind of shocked because when you think you love the book so much and then you realize that somebody else did like you're like, damn.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
think it's a universal thing, like everybody's gonna love this book, and then you look and it's like, oh, I was wrong. Like,
Right. I was
okay,
like, I sometimes I can't stand it. I'm like, dang. And sometimes it is interesting to know the reasons why. And sometimes when you be sending, you be like, okay,
yeah,
I get it.
I understand that. Like, I get
Yeah.
that. You know,
Like sometimes
it
I
be
just be
certain
like,
parts. It's like, but then like sometimes people hate the whole entire book. It's like,
right,
well,
right,
you
right,
stretching it. Like, it
right,
wasn't that
right,
bad.
right. Okay, so the first book we're gonna do is A Worthy Love by A.E. Valdez. This was a 5-star book in my opinion.
Hmm.
This is the book that changed my reading style to this
Yeah.
day. Loved it
I
down.
love Everybody Love. When I read that book in the beginning of my getting back into reading, it was
Mm-hmm.
one of the first books I read, and instantly fell in love with it. Like it just real pulled me in. Like it was just
Yeah,
so good. I don't know. It was really good.
it
I
was.
guess we
I
gonna
loved
see if
it.
people don't like it. I will be
All
pretty
right.
shocked if nobody likes
So
it.
these a few 1 stars that they said. So this particular person said, "Oh, sure, my goodness, short of handful." She said, "I really wanted to love this book after seeing." Okay, so she don't. I don't know if it's any spoilers, but if it is, spoilers. She said, "I really wanted to love this book after seeing all the high ratings. I was so hyped for it, but oof, this was not it. First off,
Ooh.
why was this literally 500 pages on my phone? I feel like so much of it was filler and nothing really happened. I got to the point where I got so bored that I had to skip everyone's scene except Marissa's and Asher's because I was close to DNFing it. It could have been way shorter, a better quality, but instead it dragged on. I was going to give it a 2 or 3 star rating, but after this long ass ordeal, I'm sticking to the 1 star.
Mm.
Marissa and Asher was just plain. I was so excited to read about the POC characters in the love story because most mainstream books don't include them, which is why I think particularly finished it before deciding I didn't like it. They had some interesting conversations, but I just felt like it was so dumb. Maybe because they don't got together so fast at the start and then cut each other off and then went back and forth for months. I don't know. I did like Marissa and Asher's separate characters, but again, their storyline was too repetitive and boring. Marissa constantly talked about or visit her yoga studio, and Ash was literally a robot. He said the same things every chapter to the point where it seemed so ingenuine and cringe. Asher's so weird, cringe things, and went overkill a lot of times, so I cannot support the man. I just didn't love the romance at all, and both of them were literally with other people too. The point where I just was like, absolutely not. She put sprinkle. I don't know what that emoji supposed to mean was with Marissa literally got with Zion, and then 2 minutes later she gets with Asher and cool with it. Like,
I remember
please
that part.
don't give me the ink. Also, well, Asher and his mom, Marissa and Reese, Yoga, Marissa, and her mom were the only plots of the book. Even the love story didn't feel like it was developing because it was established so early on. And after that was all the relationship building and bonding. I was genuinely boring as heck. And I couldn't bring myself to read it properly. Boring is the best way I could describe it. She said boring about 101 times in this damn
It
review.
was
Didn't
not
she?
boring.
She said about 5 other times. I hate it because I spent so much time trying to like it and ended up just wishing I didn't F it. 1 star for good quality of writing and cute scenes. I wanted to read the other couples, but now I CBA. I don't know what the fuck CBA mean.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay. Anyways, I mean, at the end, I mean,
I don't really understand. I feel like the book was plot driven,
I
and I
do
feel
too.
like the characters developed. They had great character development. Um, and I feel like as well, I actually like Asher. I love how their relationship because they kind of start off like friends, obviously,
Yeah. Right.
and then kind of flirting, and it just like I feel like it flows so good into
Me
them. Like,
too.
oh wait, I actually like you. Like, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, I just
Right.
feel like it wasn't a filler book. I feel like there was different scenes, um, and the characters individually had their own thing going on as well. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
And I don't know. I mean, I feel like this particular author, she does write thicker books, so that's
Yeah,
like
that's a
expected.
given.
That's a
Yeah.
giving. So for her to be like, I'm trying to figure out why this book was 500 pages. I
It's
mean, this is
500
just
pages because we have to get through the
right,
past. We have
right,
to understand the characters individually and together. Like
right.
it's you can't get
And we
all
have to
that
keep
in
in
a
mind if
short
you
book.
read this book in order,
Yeah,
like
you're gonna
what
understand.
well, you're supposed to. I didn't. But if you read the book
I
in
didn't
order,
either.
this is the last things to happen in this world,
Yeah.
basically. Them getting together, them doing what they be doing. This happened with everything after everything happened with the other books.
Hmm.
So I feel like, we get that closure.
I thought it was really good. Like
I
it
say
being
that
that
it
I
was
read it
boring.
first, I instantly fell in love. So then that's
Right.
why I was like, okay, let me go read these other books, and I fell in love with the other
Exactly.
books as
Me
well.
too.
Like the whole series, in my opinion,
Me too.
is amazing. You know,
Like I
that's
wouldn't
just
have
me.
described it boring. I don't think I thought it was a well-paced book.
Yeah.
I thought it was very interesting. It wasn't like drama build. It just had
Mm-mm.
like a sense of I don't know. I can't describe the word that I'm saying, but I wouldn't say boring. Because, like, of course, it wasn't like filled with all
It
this
wasn't
drama,
drama. It's
drama,
probably because
drama.
it wasn't drama filled. You know, people
Right,
look for
right.
drama
And
in
she
books
said,
sometimes,
and
and
she
that's not what
stated
that
that
was
the reason
given.
why she did give it a chance because it had black characters, which is true. That was the reason that started me on my journey too, because like her, I was reading like certain mainstream books. So
Mhm.
when I read this book, this thing blew me away because just reading about characters and black love, successful
Yeah.
black characters, family love with one another, it was very it was a refresher for me. So
Mhm.
the other person said this book was very cringy.
Oh,
Dot 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 dot. That's all she said.
that's it.
That's it.
Cringy. Like,
Yeah, the
how
book
is
was
it
very
cringy?
cringy.
I guess everybody has entitled to their own opinions, but I don't get that from that book.
Cringy is a unique word to say. I
Is it
don't
cringy because of the relationship?
see
Like,
when we
why
talk
is it
about
cringy?
like book rates and stuff, we gotta discuss it because it's
Mm-hmm.
just said the books was very just cringy. You didn't give us a description why. It was just
Why you
how
thought
you
it was
feeling,
cringy? Like,
what
what
support.
specifically made you think
Right,
this book was cringy? Was it Asher? Because some men
right,
can give us the ick,
right,
but
right.
like what was it? But I liked Asher a lot. Like he was
Right.
just
Like
like so
what
like
supporting
witty. Like I don't
details,
know.
like what supports your reasoning why you thought it was cringy. Like
Yeah.
you just said this book was
Like you
very
could at
cringy.
least give a little explanation, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. That's all. I would have been happy with it. Okay, let's read one more. So
Mm-hmm.
this person said she gave it a 1 star. She said, "Not my cup of tea. This book ended
Mm-hmm.
up being DNF for me. I read the first 300 pages and a little bit of the epilogue. It was super draining read, especially for someone who reads to escape reality. I do not recommend for escapism. The writing is very engaging, but felt like a trauma dump. The bad outweighed the goods. There was just not enough balance. I just didn't enjoy." Okay, you know what? Okay.
I mean, that makes sense.
That makes sense. This is what I would call a construction criticism. Been to the fact that she reads for escapism, and this book has aspects of reality that you know. So I get that. Why would she give that review?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get to the next book. So the next book we really both enjoyed. Well, it was a 5 star to me. Was Losing Control by Lady
Mm-hmm.
Nisha. I thought it was funny. Some of the characters was not likable, but
It was questionable.
that was questionable. But I think that's a natural reaction.
Yes.
But overall, I enjoyed the story. I thought it was very, very entertaining.
Yeah, I love the development of it, and I love Marley. She was a different character, like just her
I love her
aura.
aesthetic.
Yeah, her aesthetic, and then just like her aesthetic, like with the band and
Her
everything. I just thought that
vulnerability
was so
was
cute.
I like her vulnerability too.
Yeah,
Even though she did some quite stupid shit sometimes, I
yeah, she
did
did.
enjoy
She got
her.
on my nerves.
She did,
We ain't gonna get into it, but she got
right,
on my nerves.
right,
Like, stop
right.
playing with my man. Stop playing with him.
So this particular person said, I didn't get very far in this book. Caesar was too disrespectful and immature for me. I couldn't get past it, and the idea that he and Marley could become involved with the way he treated women felt too unrealistic and predictable at the same time. I'm sure the character development would have been nice. At least I hope so. However, I couldn't sit through over 600 pages of him calling every woman out their name and having XEX with them to see it. Okay.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible. I feel like, it's a
I
one
feel
star
like
rating.
everybody has their own cup of tea. Like, if you don't like
Right.
that kind of stuff in a book, then of course you're not gonna enjoy
Right.
it. You know,
I didn't think that was terrible. I thought that was
constructive.
a
Like, that's your
constructive
opinion. Yeah,
opinion, right? And I feel like it didn't take away from. I feel like her opinion didn't take away from the book. It's just saying that
yeah.
it wasn't her cup of tea. Now
Hmm.
this next one might be a little shaky. She said, "So unfortunately, this was DNF'd around page 45." Pause. You DNF'd around
45.
45.
That doesn't even count. That's barely after the prologue.
That's barely anything, but I digress. I know that you're going to say that I didn't give it a chance. She read out there mine. But that's quite the opposite. Most books get DNF around page 5. Ooh, she's strict.
Oh, she real strict. She run a strict program
She's
over there.
strict. As some of the others reviewed mentions, these characters seem forced and more like
Mm.
caricatures. The brothers are giving me more crash out vibes instead of a grown man who actually been in the streets and are trying their darnest to make it turn around. Caesar came off as mad corny instead
Mm.
of smooth, unbother-ish talker that author described him as to be. AAV is a common dialogue in the African American household, but I was reading some of the dialogue and couldn't help but think, who talks like this for real? This is actually
We
my
do.
seventh tip at the book. And I think it's just going to be a no for me.
I don't know. I
So,
feel like that one's a little sketchy because I feel like, first of all, with the whole AAVE thing, it's like we talk how we talk. Like we don't
right,
finish our words. Like I feel like she putting the dialogue like that in a book is a lot because that's how we talk, and it feels
right,
like an actual
right,
urban. Like you get that urban vibe
right.
when the
I feel
characters
like
talk like how we talk.
she's writes exactly how like we talk. So
Yeah,
the way she writes, the way she it feels almost like a text because it's like coming as if she's speaking it
yeah.
like the way we talk. Like she do use slang in her books, and
And she
I
used the slang
understand
when the characters are
because it's
speaking, like
talking.
quotation.
Right,
She doesn't do it like telling the story. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
outside of the quotations. Like it's
Because
only when they're
who
speaking.
talks like this for real? I mean,
People
I
do
didn't.
talk like that.
People talk like that, and I guess because I talk like that, I talk with AAVE or whatever they
Hmm.
call it. I talk in Ebonics, so I guess it's nothing.
I feel like all Black people do. Like that's a Black African American thing.
Right. I don't
Like
think it's nothing to me because when I'm reading it, it's just sound like something
it
I would
just rolls
say.
off the tongue. Like it's
Yeah,
easy.
but it is her opinion, so I
That's her.
guess if you're not into it, I feel like when you're reading certain books, certain things, you have to have certain expectations. So you should
Mhm.
go in with an open mind because
Yeah.
this is an old urban romance. You're not gonna get a cookie cutter ass book.
No, you're not. The men
So
in urban romances are not gonna be,
right.
professional
So like
speaking.
I feel like she had a decent. I mean, she started off wrong by just giving your opinion. Like to come on here and write about it, and you only read 45 pages. You ain't
Yeah,
even give
you
it up
don't
a
even have an
chance.
opinion, actually.
Like
You
you
don't even
didn't give
have,
it a chance. I can see if you read the whole thing and you came to the conclusion at the
or
end, and I
even
said,
the
okay, you know
300
what?
pages like the last one.
Right, the
Like you
last
didn't
one.
even get to the nitty gritty.
Didn't
You
get
just stopped at
45
the
pages
beginning.
is motherfucking that's crazy.
That was barely the first chapter because the
That
chapters
first
are pretty
chapter.
long. Like,
That you probably was only 2% in the book.
yeah,
And you just said, who talks like this? I can't do it. Excuse me, Miss 22 Shoes.
right,
This is not the book for you. Keep it moving. Okay. You
right.
want to read one more or you want to go to the next one?
Let's go to the next one.
All right. So the next one we're gonna do is everybody's favorite. I don't think I've met anybody
That
that
has
read
not
that
read or
book
did not like it,
that
at
did not
least
like
on
it.
social media.
Well, right, because clearly, according to this
Clearly,
thing,
people don't like it.
a lot of people ain't really. I mean, a few people ain't effing with it. But we're gonna do Demon Stream by L. Casey. Now, when I say men, this is a $500. This is a 500 plus book, and when I say me, mama basically ate this book up,
All the pages.
all the pages.
No, it's
Like my baby say,
700.
she a slow reader, and she was eating this book up. She read that book
You ain't have to
fast.
call me out like that.
I'm sorry. But that's I have to show them.
I'm not that slow of a reader though. I ain't that
No,
slow.
she not.
Okay, but I feel like a slower reader
Can eat
could eat
this
this up
book
real
up.
quick.
I
Real
agree.
quick.
Okay, so let's get into the first one. This is a little lengthy too. So she said, listen, you either hate this book or you love it. This
Hmm.
makes sense.
Hmm.
If you like struggle love, an
Mm.
insufferable male lead who
Mm.
has nasty and disgusting attitude, then this is the book for you. If not, save yourself the trouble. Ugh. Spoilers. I have never read a book that pissed me off as much as this one did. One, the main male lead, Demon, has a habit of disrespecting the female lead, Dream. He cuts her off any sentences, tell her to shut up straight to her face, stalks her, makes her feel stupid. Hmm. Purposely goes out her way to make her feel like shit, use her emotions against her, threatens her, make a scene every time some guy touches her, caught a body for her. I could go
Period.
on, go on for days, and I'm only 27%. Oh my goodness, here they
I feel
go.
like that doesn't
It do not. You have to.
that don't count.
I feel like in order to get an opinion of a book, you at least have to get to at least
At
fifty
least
percent of the
50.
book.
Yeah, at least 50%.
What pissed me off most is instead of calling him out for his bullshit behavior, Dream is always weak in the knees. She literally cannot stand up for herself. It makes her look so dumb. Cause I don't know, she could do it. She reads everyone out on their bullshit, but not Demon. God, she's an epitome of a dick whipped woman. And she's been
Mm.
acting like this before they even sleep together. She did put this in big capital letters, so that's why I said it like that. What WTF? I normally always give characters the benefit of the doubt, but I might be just picking up flaws, but no man is this insufferable. Nothing he does is cute. Am I going crazy? Is this book even worth the read? Absolutely not.
Mm.
If the reader decided to write a book about Yana and Smoke, I happily spend the money on it. But
Now
I
that
do
part
not.
I agree with because I love
I
Smoke
do agree
Down.
too.
Who
I
that
would
in the
not recommend this book.
back?
Right, for real. Like I
Who
feel
that in the
like
back?
when it came to the characters, I did like him more. I like their
Yeah, I love
stories
Smoke.
more. I kind of wish they had a little more,
Yeah,
but it's not this story. They was just a side character,
yeah.
but I did like them more. But
Mm-hmm.
she said, but it made my head spin and I threw my Kindle in rage.
Girl, you need some anger management,
I'm
I think.
I'm so pissed off. Oh, woo!
Girl, relax. First
Uh,
of all,
First of
is
all,
that
lady,
it or she got more?
no, that's it.
Oh,
I
so
was about
first
to
of
say, it
all,
can't be no more. She
I
can't say no
feel
more.
like in the beginning of the book, I always struggle with her name. Dana,
Diana.
Diana.
I don't
I
know.
feel like she wasn't all willy nilly in the beginning. She was
Mm-mm.
not feeling it at all
No, she
because there was
didn't.
a whole kind of arrangement type of thing, right?
I agree.
Spoiler, sorry, but and I also feel like you have to understand these type of books. First of all, it's a dark romance. Second
Right.
of all, Demon is his name, like
Right.
you
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like he's
Right.
falling in love for the very first time, so he's like in the real world. In the real world, obviously no, but in the books, it's different because he's not familiar with this, so
Right.
he's learning. So you have
Yeah.
to like, you have to think about that.
And like, I mean, I get some of her points, but like, I
Mm-hmm.
am a dark reader, so like, to me,
Mm-hmm.
this didn't even feel like a dark romance. You
Yeah,
know,
I don't read dark romance, so this was
compared
a
to some of the
regular
other
book
shit I
to
read,
me.
this is pretty much light. You know, it's
Yeah.
basically telling you gonna be with me, I'm yours. I mean, there.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to morally great men, they're always you don't really have a choice. I mean, you have a
Yeah.
choice, but not like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When
Yeah.
it comes to them, when they declare you theirs, that's it.
That's it. That's a wrap.
You ain't got no motherfucking choice.
Clink
You're
clink.
mine.
Yep.
We locked in for
Mm-hmm.
life. And I feel like when you going into books like this, you do have to have an open mind. If it's something that you know you don't read or you don't like, I just say don't even pick it up because
Yeah.
you got to be
You have to know what
mindful.
you like. Like going into this
Exactly.
book, you could read the back of the book and kind of get a
Right.
gist of what's gonna be happening.
Yeah.
And I feel like from the title, Demon's Dream, like I feel like
Right.
you
Right.
know what I'm saying, it's not
Yeah.
gonna be all peaches and cream, like
I
you know.
agree.
So you kind
I
of
agree.
you kind of walk into that yourself.
I think so too. Especially then you only made it what she said 27%. You didn't
27.
even
I'm
get
already judging the book.
you ain't even let the man get no damn character development. You just said
Because
okay.
he developed
He
really good to
developed
me.
it a lot towards the end.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't
That
really
was his
remember.
baby.
I
That was his
mean,
baby.
Dream probably she grew some kionas. It took her a minute, but yeah, she. I mean, I get it. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't like some of the characters, and it can really derail you from the book. But I say
Hmm.
sometimes you just gotta keep
You
it
got to
pushing.
keep, because that's the whole thing with character development. They're going to start off a little rocky. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? And they're going to gradually
gradually.
grow. That's why
Yeah,
me and my book basically, we love great character development because it
development.
just
Yeah,
makes the book so much better.
so much better. It. I feel like that's important to a storyline when I'm reading it because I
Hmm.
do want to see the characters grow. I don't want them to
Yeah.
stay the
You don't
same.
want to be stagnant. Yeah.
No, at all. So let's read one more. So
Hmm.
this person said she did after chapter 4.
First of all, the chapters are 5-10 minutes.
So long, and
They're
you're
so
already at
short.
4. You ain't even make it halfway through the book. Not even 75% of the book, and you already just saying I can't do it. But anyways, she said, I don't know, man. I already deleted the book before I could even register how far along I really was. I was just trying to get this out so I can mentally delete every reading in of it. If
Hmm.
2020 plus and people are still writing about selling virgins, solely reputations, trading women like chattel, earning Ivy degrees and character descriptions of lifelong intelligence family fixers but zero moral backbone as soon as she's a little turned on. Clearly insane male, easily controlled male lead who was used to intimidation to silence people he considered weaker, but pretty much falls in line with other men tell him. You little
Hmm.
shaky there, girl.
Hmm.
Absolutely not. You little shaky. I'm struggling. It's a little waffly. I'm struggling trying to trying to figure it out. Absolutely not. I can't believe this drivel is so popular. I don't know what she meant to say in my book group. Ain't no way. Oh, beloved, that's her name. You're a little shaky for this review.
Yeah.
First of all, your words is trumped up as hell.
First of all, your review don't count because you said you only got to chapter 4. And this don't count.
Can I trust your review when you didn't make it even past
Yeah.
half of the book? Just see, this
Nothing
plays a
even
part.
really happened that far in.
Nothing. And this, I think this plays a part when we say about construction criticism, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna read a thing, and you're telling me you only read chapter 4 out of a
And you trying
500
to give
plus
an
book,
opinion?
and you think I'm gonna trust your opinion when you ain't even tell me, you ain't read enough for me to even believe you.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
feel
don't
like
get me wrong.
50% to 100% is where you can give constructive criticism.
And this particular criticism, I feel like it's kind of because okay, she said selling virgins, stolen reputation, trading women like cartel, chattel. Excuse me. If you read a mafia romance, this is very common in it.
Mm-hmm.
Arranged marriage is not called selling
It's not
virgins. It's
selling
called arranged marriage.
because he
Marriage.
wasn't. He didn't even touch her.
He ain't
You know what I'm
touch her.
saying? Like it
Like
was an arrange. It was a business, and that's what it is in these
marriage
type
with
of books.
convenience. All these things happen
Yeah,
in
it's a
these type
business
of books.
exchange. Yeah,
Like, just say that you
that's
do not
normal
like
in
these
the
type of
in
books.
these
Talking
type
about
of
it's
books.
2020 plus. It's 2020 plus. Girl, what you saying? I done read about five books like that with motherfucking
Mm-hmm.
arranged
That's
marriages.
actually one of my favorite type of books to read. Is an arranged
Yeah.
marriage. I
So
love those
I
books.
feel like that was kind of a little
Yeah,
shaky because some of your opinions are biased. I feel like they're biased because
yeah,
you just say you don't like it.
yeah.
Because don't
Just
say
say this
that
is
we're in
not your type
2020
of book
while
because
we
you didn't
still
even get
selling
that far.
women and all this bullshit. Girl, please.
They weren't even doing that,
They
child.
weren't even doing that. I mean, don't get me wrong, her daddy was telling her. I mean, but it's for, to build the damn
Yeah,
family up. Whatever. You know
yeah.
how that shit be going in the books. Okay, so some of these things was, I feel like these was opinion based things,
Mm-hmm.
because I think when it comes to giving 1 star and 2 stars and 3 stars, I feel like it draws a line for being opinion based and criticism, because it's one thing to not like a book. So sometimes when I give my ratings, the reason why I don't like a book is to be certain things. It's
Mm-hmm.
very seldom that it's about the author or their writing. It's mostly about the characters or things that's happening in the book that makes me not like the book. Like, for example, I don't know. If I'm reading a book and I just can't get into like the FMC just keep doing something stupid, like just keep doing stupid shit. That's the reason why I'm not gonna like the book. But I'm not gonna write and say this author made this thing acceptable. Like this, it's very seldom that
Mm-hmm.
I'll write and say, uh, first of all, I don't write reviews, period, unless I like the book.
Yeah. I
I
never
don't
write review. I just start it
start
and
and
that's
that's
it.
it. Like if it had to be like really something that really, 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 really bothered me
Mm-hmm.
for me to write it. And even then, I don't write one. I've never gave a 1 or 2 star. Okay, I've never gave a
Yeah.
2 star. Maybe
I never gave a 1 or 2 star.
I maybe gave it 2 star, but I don't even think I did. Even my least favorite book, I gave it a 3 star, and then
Mm-hmm.
I did put an explanation for that particular book on my GoodReads just because I just had to draw the line.
Yeah. I'm nice, so if I don't like the book,
Yeah.
I'll still give you a 3 star just because you tried your best.
So
It just
I
wasn't
do
my cup
not
of tea.
rate. I don't rate. I don't talk about like any book that I DNF. Like these people DNF these books and they came and wrote a comment. I would never do that because
It's no
I didn't read
point.
the book. I don't. How can I have an
Yeah.
opinion that I didn't finish? Now,
Mm-hmm.
if I finished the book and I made it through, then I can form an opinion about it. Then
Yeah.
if the book left a traumatizing thing on me, then I might write a review. But I
Mm-hmm.
haven't. I really don't review that much. Like
I know. And then when I do reviews, I only review books that I really thoroughly enjoy.
enjoy.
Like I'm not gonna review a book because a lot of times the books that I review, people read them. So
Right.
I'm gonna share with you, give you a good experience that I think you may like. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk about a book that I either didn't finish or simply didn't like because it's a waste
Right.
of my time. Like
Agree.
I don't like it. It's just no point. And I feel like too, as far as me, when I rate out of 5. So like a 3 star is like, okay, it was cool. I probably wouldn't read it again. Like
Yeah.
I kind of struggled getting through it, but it was cool. 4 and 5 kind of go hand in hand. Like this was amazing. Like I loved it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna recommend it. Like you know what I'm saying. And I feel like people come on here and do 1 stars, and it's just like for what?
Yeah.
Just read something else. Like you just
Right.
wasting your breath. I feel like. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, constructive criticism is important because authors can or should be able to take constructive
Right.
criticism. You
But the
know.
thing is, like, what draws the line of construction criticism? Because, I feel like
Yeah.
construction criticism is like, hey, maybe say, hey, this book was interesting, but I don't know, the characters was kind of sexist, or
Mhm.
they was kind of misogynist, or you had a little bit of misspelled words, little grammar
Mhm.
issues. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like that's
that's
construction
constructive.
criticism.
Yeah,
But saying, girl, what is she talking? These people are stupid. This book
this
wasn't
book
good
is
because
terrible.
it's
Like that's just
terrible.
being rude and
It's
mean and
being rude. It's
malicious.
been, you. I feel like it's okay to like a book, but you have to give me a reason. If I say, okay, I didn't like this book because the characters was misogynist, the man was kind of rude,
Mhm.
and I like books. I like books where the men are soft for their woman. I don't like
Mhm.
books where the man is like nasty to women and also the FMC. You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
have to give, but when you giving a reason why you don't like a book, it's just you gotta back that shit up. You gotta give me
Yes.
reasons why. You
Yeah.
know, but at the end of the day, the book is already out. It's not going to change the fact.
Yeah. It's not nobody's gonna change a book for you. Like
So you
just
can
keep it
say,
pushing
hey,
it.
if I don't like this, but if you like it, okay, read it. I mean,
Mhm.
personally, it's just something I don't like. Okay, then I get it because everybody's not gonna like the same thing. But for you to be called a book stupid, it was dumb.
Yeah.
I ain't like
Or
it.
even like telling people, "Oh, don't read that book. It was terrible," because
Right.
that person may love the book, you know. And I'm
Just
all for
using
people having
adjectives
their
like
own opinion.
terrible.
Like,
You know,
yeah,
using adjectives like terrible. It was stupid, dumb.
yeah.
It's just
Like
it's not a nice thing to
those are really
say.
mean words.
Those
You
are
know what I'm
mean
saying?
words.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
it's mean, and I feel
It's
like
mean.
your opinion is valid. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can have your own opinion. Like, that's
And then
what really
also, I feel
is.
like
Like,
actually writing out a review is okay, but like when you get on social media and then you start
hmm
publicly dragging a book, I like
that's when you
why
need
you
to
put so much
relax.
energy into
Yeah,
a
a
book you
book
don't
that you
like.
didn't like.
Like
Hmm
it's just so much. It has to take so much energy for
You
you to
could have
say
did a review for a book that you actually loved instead of doing
right,
that. Like, I just feel like
right.
that was a waste
Like you
because
said, you
either
know what?
way, somebody's gonna read it or not gonna read it. You
She
know,
said, I made it 5% in this book. I'm gonna tell everybody I don't like it. You only made it 5% in the book.
that doesn't count.
It
It don't
doesn't
count.
count. I can't trust you.
Mm-mm.
You ain't even make it that far. So I just feel like
I just feel
sometimes,
like you was ready to hate the book. You
right,
were
I
already
agree.
going into the book. If you only got 5% and was ready to do a review
Right,
on it, you
right.
wanted to not like it.
I
That's in my
agree.
opinion. I just feel
Yeah.
like that.
Because you're saying everybody, I want to see what this book's about because
Yeah,
everybody's keep
you was already
talking about
hating.
it. So you already setting your mind up that, okay, you know what? I already know that I probably ain't gonna like it because if
If they
everybody
hyping
else
this
like
book
it.
up, I ain't gonna like it. But let me just
Right.
go and see what it's
You're
about.
already going with the negative notion because everybody
Hmm
else like it and you trying to see what the hype is about.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't go with that because I did that before and it didn't work
hmm
for me. I
Yeah.
can't go with the hype.
You
If
got to
you
go
know,
with your what
you
you
got to
know
know
you
what
can
you
read and
like.
like.
If you know this is not something you like I'm not gonna read. If you this is like me. If I'm going to go into a book, if you tell me it's an age gap book, and I know I don't like age gap books,
You're not gonna read it.
I'm not gonna read it. And if I do read it, I can't be like, she's 50. I mean, he's 30 and she's 18. I
You knew
couldn't
it
get
was an
down
age gap.
because I knew it was an age gap. So when you
hmm
know you're going in with certain things, you can't put that in your review saying that, oh, I didn't like it because it was an age gap. Da, 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 when it was known, they let you know in the beginning of the book that, hey, this is an age gap, or they read the triggers or whatever the case may be, then you can't really put it in because it's not going to be a valid reason. It's not going to be a
hmm
constructive criticism because that's based off your opinion when they stated. You didn't have to pick up the book and read it. Just like
hmm
Demon Dream being what is it called? A dark romance. If you know for a fact that you do not like dark romances,
Don't pick up the book.
don't pick up the
Just save
book.
yourself the trouble
Save yourself the trouble.
and the time. There's so many books out here to read, and you wasted your time knowing what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could have just not read it.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, I just say sometimes when it comes to these type of books, you have to sit and think
hmm
before you rush call it. If you know you're not into this, don't put it. And
Yeah.
if you can't make it to half of the book, why even leave something a review?
You didn't even get to 50, but you didn't even get to 49%, and
Like when
you
she said
already
five
judging the book.
percent, like girl,
5%. That's diabolical.
it is diabolical, and
It
it's
is.
only a 600. It's a 600-page book, and you only made it 5%. I
600.
can't even do the math of what page you left off on.
And when I say what Demons Dream though, the chapters are so short. Like,
Yeah,
and I love that about that book because
yeah.
being that
I
I was
think that's
intimidated by
why.
how long it was. But when I started reading, I'm like, you know what? I can read this because the
Right.
chapter, I love short chapters. I do not like a 45-minute chapter.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I hate it. But Demon Dream was good. I feel like it was so good. And of course, people don't like it. That's whatever. But I think a majority of us
Loved
loved
it.
it. And that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
I agree. I agree. I think it was a great book, and I mean, it's one of my 5-star books that I've read
hmm
in general, and I
Yeah.
loved it. So,
Yep. Definitely a 5-star.
but yeah. So let's get into the book of the week now. So the book of the week is going to be "How to Melt a Snowflake" by Joanna Kimber. When I
Yes.
say
So this
this,
book, you guys, we buddy read this. It just came out, and when I say it's such a cute read, so first of all, both characters are experiencing loss. They're still trying to get through it. It's the holidays, but they're trying to celebrate the holidays to, not really sink into their feelings. And of course, they run into each other. They go on like a couple retreat, Christmas retreat, and they're the only singles there. So they end up kind of, becoming partners and hanging out, and the chemistry between them kind of grow and everything like that. And it was just a really cute story. I don't want to say too much because you got to read it, but
Yeah.
it was overall, I really enjoyed it. It was a cute
Right.
Christmas read for sure.
I loved it, and I enjoyed that they both well, the FMC, she was like the Grinch, the grumpy
Yeah,
kind of person,
yeah.
but I felt like she just was kind of misunderstood. I think she just needed somebody to remind her about the spirit, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's where the main character, the main male character came in. He kind of gave her back that
Yeah,
spirit
that
to
spark. Yeah,
love it, even when he's dealing with what he was dealing with. And I just thought he was like I won't say he was like the perfect FMC, I mean the perfect male character, but he just was
he was very
so
understanding,
he
very
was so
patient.
understanding. He was so in
Mm-hmm.
tune to her feelings that it didn't really matter about his feelings or what he was going through. He wanted to make sure she was okay. And I
Mm-hmm.
love a thoughtful MMC.
Yeah,
Like,
and I feel like in the end too, she also was like trying to make sure he was
he
good
was
as well
good.
because
Yeah.
she knew he would kind of put his feelings on the back burner to make sure she was good. But she knew what he'd been through, so she's
Yeah.
like, like I'm here.
Right. And he and I thought this was like one of the most realistic endings that I've
Yes,
seen. It
yes.
was so
I love the
realistic.
ending.
Like
It was so
it
realistic.
didn't end unrealistic. They met for a week and now they're married and
They
have
off to the
babies.
sunset to have married and
It
have
was
kids. They on a
such a
honeymoon and
realistic ending, and I actually love that about this story that
yeah,
it was realistic. Like it was just a
yeah.
really, I felt like this book had really great feels, like with all the activities. So if you want something that's short but yet still have a
Christmas vibes,
Christmas vibe, very winterish, very it's just I don't know,
cozy, just
cozy.
cozy, just everything that you feel during the holidays during Christmas. This book gave it all. Like
It is.
I loved it.
The
It
only
was
thing
really
I
good.
want to say is I really wanted her to answer that phone to her ex. Like I want to know what he
She did. She
wanted.
refused. She refused to answer.
What?
Like, what do you want?
Like what? Why he keep calling her? Then he had his sister calling her. I'm like,
Like,
What's
boy,
he good?
please.
What
You
did he
made your
really?
choice. Get
But
gone.
she said she was done, baby. She was done.
And I don't blame her.
Me
I'm
neither.
glad she didn't answer
I
that shit.
actually love that.
Yeah,
Stand 10
stay on
toes about your
business.
decision.
10 toes down.
Don't fall back. Don't
Yeah.
fall back in his
Because
aura.
you got a good thing in front of you.
Right,
Keep going
right,
ahead. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Keep pushing, girl. Because
Yeah.
that your husband is in front of you.
Literally. Yeah,
Literally.
I really hope to maybe get an update on them, but I also understand like some stories are just
It
left
don't.
meant to be
Yeah.
left alone. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And
I wouldn't
you
mind
kind of got to
it.
use your imagination on
What
the
happened?
rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I wouldn't mind it, but I
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
I
sure.
think this story is definitely worth the read.
Hmm.
Joanne Kimber, I haven't read any other of her
We
books.
met her at
You did.
Good. She's so sweet and so
She was
beautiful.
so sweet and so beautiful. And she a Bahamian queen. You know she Bahamian?
You said what?
She Bahamian.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, like Bahamian queen. I just really want to
Yeah,
get into her because just reading this book, like I need to see what's up more with her
yeah. I definitely want to read more of her catalog because she's
because it
just.
was like what maybe 100 some page and yet it still felt
I
like
think
a
it was
full
like
novel.
two something.
To some, it was
Hmm.
really good. I think she did an
I enjoyed
amazing
it.
job. Like if you haven't picked it up, definitely pick it up because it's
Yeah,
definitely worth the read.
it's on KU, as y'all know,
As
always
you
on
know,
KU.
it's always okay. Everything we
Yeah.
read is gonna be okay.
KU. Hmm. But make
No
sure y'all
doubt
check
about
it
it.
out. We loved it. It was a great read. Definitely to kick off our, Christmas reads and everything.
Right.
So definitely
Yeah.
check it out.
Definitely check it out because it's definitely worth the Chris. I mean, it's definitely worth the read. It's
Hmm.
getting high. I feel like people are starting to notice it. I see people on my
Yeah, I've been
timeline
seeing
getting
that
it.
a lot
But if
lately.
you haven't heard about it, definitely get into it because it's definitely a great book. Super cute and
Hmm.
cozy. So
Yes. That's the end of
that's it.
today's podcast, Yapping Session.
Yeah.
I hope you got enjoyed. This one was a little different, like I said,
Right.
but I enjoyed reading the one stars.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fun to see people's perspective on something that you
Right.
love. Obviously, I don't agree with half of them, but it's
Right.
okay.
Right.
It's
And
fine.
but some of them I can understand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing about it. I feel like when it's part of the community, it's not agreeing but still understanding.
Understanding
Because
where somebody's coming.
I understand some of their aspects. Some of my still like I don't know,
Yeah, a
but what
little wonky.
personally, if I read this, they would have derailed me from wanting to read it because
Yeah,
they
I feel like
didn't.
people too try to like if somebody don't like a book and they see the person don't like a book, they be like, "Oh, I'm not reading that." Like, no, I'm gonna still read it to see for myself if I
I
like it
agree.
or not. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's the major thing in the community. Like, you just gotta see for yourself. Not
Right.
go off what people are saying.
Right, right. I don't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Do not let because somebody else opinion, somebody else 1 star could derail you from your 5-star book.
Your 5 star.
You could be missing out. That
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, somebody else one
Yeah.
star could be your 5-star book, and you don't want to miss
Yeah.
out on something probably magical for you
Hmm.
because you're
Yeah,
basing off somebody else's
exactly.
opinion.
Perfectly well said.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
but we
yes,
really hope
that's
you
it,
guys
guys.
enjoyed today's yapping session. I keep trying to say podcast, but I want to say
Podcast.
yapping session because
Yeah,
that's what this is. So we hope you
right.
guys enjoyed today's yapping session.
Yeah.
Always leave us a comment, like, comment, subscribe. Okay.
Right. Do all 3 of those things, or 5 of those things, or whatever it is. Just keep coming back, because
Yeah.
we enjoy doing this. And like we say, if you guys want us to talk about particular things, just write it down because we are open to talk to about whatever in this yapping
Yeah,
sessions.
we're here to yap.
We're here to yap. So until next time, Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye,
And
y'all.
bye, y'all.